we could create like the best ad for you, but if you don't have all these other things optimized, it could be that stuff is what's not working. Since you don't have these other things optimized or in order, then it's not gonna perform.
Would you spend $50 to get $2,000, $1,000, whatever your ticket price is? Yeah, that's tenfold, 20-fold. Of course you do it. Huge question I get, Eric, all the time. Why should I do ads? Why should I even consider ads? Like, I got sales guys that can just go. We can just go door knocking. We got a lot of mailers. Why do I even need to do ads? And I think a way to think about it, it's like digital door knocking. Think about how much doors could you go out and knock in one day. And actually, I had this conversation with the client the other day. I asked him, he's like, what, should I do ads? Like, I just want to get more customers. Like, but I think I'm just going to get a sales guide or something just to go door knocking and do it. I was like, well, just think about it. How much doors can you knock in one day? I don't know. We're just talking. He's like, I don't know, 50. Might be depending on how it is. It can be more or less. He said, you can probably do 50. Cool. So now just think about it. How much you got to pay that guy? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. How much you got to pay that guy to go out and do door knocking all the time, right? Now imagine being able to get that same budget that you're paying that guy to run ads for, whether it's on Google, whether it's on Facebook. How much more eyeballs could you get? You can get thousands of dollars probably. Just say you pay the guy, I don't know, 150, 200 bucks a day, because he's probably on commission, but he probably has to have a base pay. Just say it's $150 a day on ads on Facebook, get you thousands.
You could do some real damage with that.
You can do some real damage. And then say you get a lot of leads. Cool. They come in. You can just have like, now you're just dealing with the leads, But it's I think it's a different game. And I think that's where a lot of business owners, especially like construction business owners, blue collar businesses, they're like, I don't need that, because some of them are on board on the tech stuff. Some are not yet on board. And so they're kind of like, I don't know if I should not. But I think it's something you got to highly consider, because your competitors are doing it and they're kicking ass. Hey guys, let's take a quick break from the podcast. We want to help business owners just like you stay competitive in today's marketplace. So for a limited time, we're giving you 10% off your next video project, whether it's a brand video, social media content, or ads. Just mention this podcast to get started. Let's get back to the show.
I mean, as a business owner, one of your top priorities running the business, not just working in the business, but running it, should be efficiency. If you have a bunch of door knockers, how efficient are you being with that versus running ads online? Because then you have to, first of all, you have to find the right people to come and door knock for you, and then you have to train them up.
Because that's not for everybody. You go door knocking,
exactly.
You get kicked in the teeth the first 5-10 doors. If you're not the right one, dude, that's probably your last day, first and last day.
Yeah. So like finding the right person for that, and then training them up, and then getting them up to the level where they can just handle it by themselves, and then they can actually spread out, and you can be targeting multiple places at once. How efficient is that versus running ads? Like, it's going to be a lot less efficient, and it's going to be a lot more expensive too. Because it's not just like yes, a big thing is money expense, but your time expense. You have to go out there and find the people, train them up, and all that stuff. It's going to take a lot more time than it is to just be running ads, than to just hire someone like us to just run the ads for you.
Yeah, and then too, you're dealing with another personality. When we're looking at problems in a business, that you got a personality. He's sick. He can't show up. Cool. Facebook don't get sick. It keeps going. Facebook don't get sick. And the thing too, when you're in business, numbers. Okay, this ad got shown to this much. Okay, this is my pay-per-click on this. This is my ROAS on this. Like, you can start seeing a lot of that stuff and tracking. Like, hey, it is making sense. I spent $50 a day, but you know what? I landed this $2,000 gig. Like, would you spend $50 to get $2,000, $1,000, whatever your ticket price is? Like, yeah, that's tenfold, 20-fold. Of course you do it.
And it's a lot more straightforward. Like, if you see what worked on one ad, you know exactly what works, so you can just copy that to another ad.
Just keep duplicating.
Or if you do want to change stuff, you can change it a little bit, and then you can see the direct effects of that change. But if you have someone out there door knocking or whatever, you hope they're doing the right script that you gave them. You hope that they're doing the right things. But there's so many more factors that you have no control over, that you can just hope they're doing the right things, but you really don't know.
Yeah, and then one of the biggest things that goes with, okay, running ads, you can't just get I guess you got to kind of clarify what an ad is to compare what's boosting. When you're running an ad, you're like targeting it, who it is, where you want to go, what you want from it, lead, engagement, message, whatever you want from that thing. Especially if you're local, like business, LSA labs or whatever, like you can target that way more. 10-mile radius, 15-mile radius from where you're at. If you're just boosting it, like, oh, dude, let me just put $20 on this and just let it go. You're probably throwing your money away pretty. Facebook likes it.
Yeah.
But,
Facebook's going to try to promote to get you to boost your ads. That's why they make it so easy to just boost your posts and stuff, because it's not going to be that effective, but it's free money for them.
And it does see a lot of people, don't get me wrong. But if it did good, so if it does good and you did get some business off that boosted ad, why didn't you just keep running it? So with an ad, you can just kind of always keep running. The other one, if you put $20 on it, you forgot about it, boom, the $20 finished, and you haven't been running ads for the last 3 months because you forgot about it. But a big thing when you're running ads is your media. What media are you running with it?
Yeah.
If you have a shitty video, shitty picture, or you're just running generic stuff, someone in that image, say if you're just it's a graphic, someone in that graphic isn't even, it's not you, the business owner, or someone that works in there, or some jobs that you do, it's just some generic stuff that you found, that thing is not going to perform. I can already tell you that, because we've been seeing it with a lot of clients. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh no, can't you just download something and just run ads with it? Cool. And then it goes to like, what's your goal? You want it to convert?
What does a win look like for them?
Yeah. What do you want it to convert? Because I think a win for most business owners would be like, to make more money, to get more clients.
You would hope so.
You would hope. You'd hope that would be the thing. But
that's one of the biggest things that separates us from other marketing companies. It's like, we're not just going to run ads with just generic content. We're going to run ads with custom content. It's going to be you in the damn picture, in the damn video, talking about what you're doing.
And videos perform right now on average at least 6 times better than just a graphic, and depending on how I guess how you all structure it. But the videos can be way more, because you got your scenery, you got the person walking through the stuff, telling you what they're doing, their offer. You got the music, like everything just combined with it. I mean, it's just going to crush. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you got your ad set up, you got your media. Next one is going to be, where are they going to go? Are they just going to send you a message directly on there? Are they going to go to your website? Where are they going to go? So that's another thing to consider before people are just like, I'm ready, let's run ads. I want to go.
So you pretty much need these requirements before you start running ads.
Pretty much optimize everything else before you even do. Like, are you posting consistently?
If you have no online presence, you probably shouldn't be running ads right away. You should kind of try to build up that online presence, have your social media kind of in order. It's free. Be consistent. It's free.
Before you start paying for it. Yeah. You should have, like you said, optimize your pages, have that going.
Optimize your website.
You need a good website, because if you're going to send them to your website, that's the worst thing that a lot of people do. They have a good ad, they have it going, takes them to their website and does not match what the ad was saying.
Or there's just a bunch of like shitty content on there and it just doesn't look very professional. It's going to turn people away right away.
Yeah.
Like people are not even going to want to check it out, because they're like, oh, these guys don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. So we got that. And then another big one is the CRM. Where are you going to be tracking all those leads? Because the worst thing you can do is go out and spend $500 on ads or whatever you spent for the month, and you don't have a way to track the leads of where to be like, okay, yes, we're calling these, we reached out to these, or we didn't do that. You're lost. You're just throwing money away too. So there's a lot of like little things I think that people have to kind of have in order before they just say like, let's run it. Let's open the faucet.
Yeah.
Because where are they going to go?
Yeah. Like you could have, like, we could create like the best ad for you, but if you don't have all these other things optimized, it could be that stuff is what's not working. Like the ad could still be performing, but since you don't have these other things optimized or in order, then it's not going to perform. Yeah. It's like before people start thinking about like wanting to run ads, they have to make sure they optimize all those things: their social media, their website, the content that they're actually running the ads with, and then having a place to send all those leads to, having that CRM built in place. But then another thing I was just thinking of, if people have someone else running ads for them, how are they running those ads? Because how we talked about it before. It's you have to have control of your ad account, because a lot of what these other marketing agencies do, they'll just create a random ad account that's under their name, running ads for your business, and then once it comes time to like that, you don't want to run ads with them anymore or whatever, then you lose access to that ad account because that ad account is owned by them and not owned by you.
Yeah, and that's some sketchy stuff. That's why every time when we run ads for people, like I want them to give me access to their ad account through their business manager, because if not, that's some sketchy shit.
Yeah,
like that's some shady business that they got going on there. Because then you're like, how do they actually know the $1,000 that you're giving them every month, or the $1,500, or there's some even more that I personally know that are $10,000-$15,000 a month that are getting spent on ads. How do you know those? How do you know that ad spend is actually getting spent to those ads? You don't. You're just trusting them to go. And then a lot of people are like, no, well, we run ads, but yeah, they don't work. Well, how good are your ads?
Can you actually log in and see the metrics, see the insights?
And like what you said, you paid that business company or whatever that whole time. So you pretty much paid indirectly for information to know what your audience is, what they like more. So the day you don't want to work with them no more, you guys part ways, like that information is lost. So now what? You're back to square one.
Mm-hmm. They have to go back to spending that money.
And I know a lot of people, that's happened to them, and you're just like, they have that sour taste in their mouth. So they're like, no, this doesn't work. Well, maybe you just didn't have the right people, I guess, running it. But yeah, it should be completely transparent on how the ads are ran, and if anything, you'll see how much of a shit show it is, and you'll be like, if they're doing a good job, you'll be like, dude, you know what, just keep running it, because it can be, it can be getting in the weeds. Plus, the point of it is, you're great at what you do. Let's keep you concentrated on that, like not on this little other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have dealt with any of that stuff, leave that comment down below. We kind of want to hear those horror stories of you guys' experiences with that.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, or if you want us to, give you a free consultation, take a look at your ads, see how they're actually getting ran, if we can optimize them, or if they're already, top notch. I mean, let us know. Free consultation.
So with that, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate it.